Like in the last episode, we saw that goldfish broke the formation and freed the dragon, and the dragon tries to get out of the formation. The goldfish understands that what a foolishness she has done, while the devil priest tells Ghost Master that the formation has broken. So we will have to send it back to the formation as soon as possible. That dragon is very dangerous, and goldfish is all alone now, and she tries to push it backwards and creates a shield around herself. But that dragon easily breaks it. 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 immediately comes there and saves the goldfish by making a shield, but when dragon breaks his shield too, its magical weapon gets activated and it again turns to evil and starts gathering all the blood of the dragon by his blood-sucking pearl. Seeing which the demons are also surprised to see old man Hexen Pearl which he found in the cave. And 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 creates a formation by using it and whatever he spells he found in the cave. They all start appearing in front of him, and he uses 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 magic and devil magic together and creates huge energy. Monks are surprised to see this because it is his great 𝓔𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 technique, but it can't be possible because these skills only exist how 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 can know their secret technique. That dragon was coming in control due to this formation, but because he doesn't have that much strength right now, so he gets exhausted and falls down. And then monks angrily asks him why and how are you doing the technique of our temple? Our main rival is in front of us. Focus on such things are useless now. Don't mess here. Even the Ghost Master is troubled by this dragon, and the evil priest says that we have a chance to think, and I have such a fear that this dragon will come out, and thus there will be a crisis. It was written in our destiny, so it will be better that for the time being we would leave here so that we could concentrate on the bigger matter, but the Ghost Master can't leave the dragon here like this, and he goes ahead and says that it can end my holy sect, and I will not even care about my life to stop it, and by saying this he goes ahead to fight the dragon alone. Demons start protecting their leader and start attacking them, and now there is a fight between them too. Master Tian starts fighting with evil sect master, and the rest of the students fight with evil students. But 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 stops her, but when 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 leaves her hand and starts going ahead, the goldfish comes there and attacks her, and both of them start fighting. He is little success in controlling the dragon, and he creates a pot and starts pulling the dragon into the pot. This is a kind of formation that starts sucking all the dragon and brings it inside the pot. Finally, the Ghost Master completes his spell and catches it into the pot. When Yu Sect decides to go from there. 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 also wants to go with 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮, but her aunt stops her saying they will kill you. In a room, Gang Song and Uncle Tian and their common cousin is having a meeting, and Gang Song has a magical stick of 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 and says that this student of yours is very strange, as Uncle Tian says that even if it is like this, then it is my problem. You should mind your own business. On which their common cousin tries to calm both down, and Gang Song says that your student has joined demonic sect. He also caused a lot of damage. He should be hanged to death. On which Uncle Tian also gets very angry. Now monks also come there, who want answers to their questions that how did 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 learn our technique. They are angry because 𝓔𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 technique which 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 had used last time was a religious technique of his our temple. Uncle Tian says 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 is my student, and if he will be found guilty, then I himself will punish him, and you will get justice. Monks now by saying goodbye to them from their go away, and Gang Song says that I am the law enforcement of the sector, and hence this magical weapon must stay with me. On the other side 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 was sleeping, and next to him was Line, who is worrying about him and thinks how he used to play with his friends in his village, but now he has changed a lot. Now his eyes are open, and Line takes care of him and tells him that he has been lying unconscious for the last 3 days and now they are in another city. He further asks what happened to him and how he is now, on which he says being a little irritated that don't ask me such questions now. Line understands that now it is not the right time and says that whatever his reasons are he will always have faith in him and that he will never support evil. Now only then there are Gang Song who cautions their 2 students and asks to catch the 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 and takes him down. All the students holding 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 like this bring him down, and downside there has been an ongoing conversation that will they get 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 with them or we still have a chance to stop them now. At the same moment he with his students gets 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 down, and everybody was great worry that what was going to be with 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮. Master Gang Song also asks Master Tian to start going to their place. Outside astrologist and his granddaughter are watching all this, and they are talking with each other. From which we come to know that they went in search of treasure in the forest outside town, but they only found an old wish well. He tells his granddaughter that from my riddles, when the full moon comes out, then the man standing near the well can see those people whom he likes the most, but the granddaughter says after all, what is the use of seeing that thing, because it is all just an imagination. We can also see 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 listening to all of their conversation. Senior Song takes him to his house, and even against his will, closes the gate from outside. There's 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 also sees his monkey, and he says to the monkey, it is good that you are here now, there is someone with whom I can talk so we can find out his loneliness from this. In the next scene we can see 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 who was going to Queen Yu Sect, but her aunt stops her and says you will not find him there because they must have brought him to 𝓿𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 Mountain for interrogation. You yourself don't know what is in your heart. On the other hand, we see Ghost King letting his evil pot slowly down, and then his 100 years old friends come. These are rest of patriarchs of evil sect. Their names are 𝓸𝓲𝓲𝓬𝓮 from Thousand Sect, Sanmyo, and Junior Yangzi. 𝓔𝓷𝓲𝓬𝓮 has called them because of this situation and to take revenge of Queen Yu Sec, and he is happy to meet them back again, and after greeting them starts putting energy in evil pot. And then we see the sect master who has called Master Pu Hong to deal on 𝓔𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 matter. These people are also meeting each other after 100 years, and sect master explains the whole situation and says that all sects have their own practices, but the 𝓔𝓸𝓲𝓬 who has learned how to do Tianyi temple skills, we have to interrogate. Only then Frank from 𝓔𝓸𝓲𝓬𝓮 Valley comes there, and as ideologies of 𝓔𝓸𝓲𝓬 Valley and Tianyi Temple are totally different from each other, so we also observe their hates with each other. But we came to know that he has come to meet the Dao Duan, but Dao Zuan wants him to go from there, and he doesn't want to let him into this matter. Shang says that your 𝓔𝓸𝓲𝓬 has something of ours. We will leave immediately after taking it. Dao Zuan then sends him to the guest room, and it is clear 𝓔𝓸𝓲𝓬 has messed with how many sects. Bang Song starts discussing this, and he says that he needs to be punished very much. Master Tian starts arguing with him, and then Dao Zuan stops their fight again. While on the other hand, we see Ghost King and his 100 years old friend who is an old demon and come near him and try to persuade him. 𝓸𝓲𝓬 gives Ghost King a precious wine to enjoy, and Ghost King asks him to look into this whole situation and ask him to help because these people are about to attack Queen Yu Sec, and they need Poison Sec's help, but he turns him away and says that I have turned old now, and I can't head up again. Meanwhile, Ghost King observes poisonous insect climbing on him, but Ghost King pretending ignoring it says if seniors support us juniors, then I will fulfill your every wish, and if you don't help me then your whole set will be destroyed, and it will be finished in one blow. And then he immediately draws out his insect, and while removing the insect says that if this does not happen, there will be death and devastation everywhere. Seeing this, 𝓸𝓲𝓬 gets shocked because the insect belonged to him, and he himself sent that insect to kill Ghost King, and he has survived that insect. It means 𝓸𝓲𝓬 can't on, which agrees to help him. Senior Song sneaks up to 𝓔𝓸𝓲𝓬 and tells him that the head of Tianyi Temple has arrived and they are going to interrogate him. If you find guilty, that you will be punished. 𝓔𝓸𝓲𝓬 is very sad, and he sadly goes out for a walk, and there he sees Bihao. When he sees her, he gets scared because if anyone else sees her here, they will kill her. Then asks Bihao, how did you come here? To which she says, I have come to meet you and there is no danger here. Now both sit and start talking, and when he cleans the seat for her, she gets happy. Bihao makes her sit closer to her, and both of them are looking at each other with shyness. Bihao tells that since her mom has died, my father keeps worrying about his sect only, and who knows whether he knows that I am here or not. I had no one in this world, but ever since she saw her, I saw your caring nature towards me. I liked it very much. She then holds her hand and says that because of your arrival, I have forgotten all the pain this life has given me, and the dark life I was trying to escape from. You have brought me in light. I have many treasures, and no matter what treasure in the world goes to me, I will not be as happy as did when I am with you. Can we be together forever? Listening to her proposal, tears come into his eyes. He hugs her tightly. Then she asks him to come with her and says that as long as we stay together, no problem will come upon us. 𝓔𝓸𝓲𝓬 himself thinks and says that after the death of my parents, Master Tian and his wife have raised me. I can leave them alone. I can go. This is my home, and even if they are going to kill me in interrogation tomorrow, I can't cheat them. On the other hand, we see Dao Zuan has comes to a temple. Lay priest there tells him that you should not come here much because people will start doubting you again. What exactly are those people talking about? We do not understand their riddle, but may or may not, some wrong has happened in the past from Dao Zuan, due to which some lives have been lost, and because of that, on the other hand, who again doing some sort of demonic ritual with his students, and they all dance around the campfire. All four sects were there, but his father told him that this is to defeat Queen Yu Sec so that he can save 𝓔𝓸𝓲𝓬, but Bihao wasn't quite sure why he would give up his entire army in battle to save just 𝓔𝓸𝓲𝓬. There must be something else, but her aunt convinced her that he was doing all this for her because you are his only child, and he will not tell her a lie. Now the Ghost King comes forward, and upon reaching, 𝓸𝓲𝓬 gets angry that why he is trying to become the leader of all four sects, and he even speaks this to Ghost King, and also when the Ghost King, in anger, confronts him, and changes the topic and says that we also have enmity with Queen Yu Sec in personal. So let us forget the old enmity among us, and plunge into the war together. Now Ghost King casts those spells, and he incarnates those spells onto his students, due to which they are in a lot of pain. Ghost King addresses to their soldiers to be prepared for the war. They're also ready to cut their heads off at a single gesture of Ghost Game, which episode ends here. We will upload next episode within 3 days, and if you don't want us that episode, then do subscribe and set that bell icon to all so that you will get notified whenever we upload its next episode.